I'll intro this one. This is the intro. The thing I wanted to talk about is Dokkan and siblings bond and the new Boo, Ku, Do, the two
Yeah, we got a
new
couple
Margins.
categories.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
siblings bond is on.
I'm definitely on to Siblings Bond. I'm on Siblings Bond. We got artificial life forms,
Oh yeah,
demonic power. What else can we talk about? Transformation boost? No, I don't think
not
so.
yet, not yet.
Maybe it should be on Majin Power for sure. Demonic power and Majin Power. Uncontrollable power maybe for Do. We'll
Yeah, I
see.
reckon so. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, no, the siblings
and
bond
then
was what I
after
want to
that,
talk
we'll
about.
have to see.
Is that the first
Yeah.
like proper extreme units other than the androids in siblings bond?
I know Toa is on there because of
Oh,
Deborah.
of course, yeah. All right.
Um, I can think of. I'm
But
sure. Let
no
me
big
find
bad
it.
bosses,
Actually, I'm
hey.
looking at it right now. Let's see.
There's
Oh,
no.
Tao is on there because of Shin.
Oh
The
yeah, of
Beerus unit. They're
course.
not extreme, right? But the Beerus units are on
No.
there. Yeah,
Yeah, there's
that
no
that's
big
pretty
bad
much
bosses
it for the
units, huh?
extreme class. Nah, there's not.
That's a shame. I like when
Yeah.
characters get quirky kind of categories, but it's just a shame when you can't use them in that category.
Yeah, I
Um,
know, right? Yeah, facts. Facts.
well, do you reckon Defenders of Justice on the Tamagamis?
Yeah, at least on Tamagami 3. Tamagami 3 gave off the vibe that
Well, I
he
guess
was
because we've seen him in full.
Yeah, he gave off like a good person vibe, and even if he's not on there, he's gotta be on Battle of Wits, and he's gotta be on Special Pose. I'm telling you, I was looking and I was waiting to see if the other
Special
2 did the
pose.
same thing. They did, yes, because when he strikes the pose, when Goku challenges him, he strikes the pose and the explosions go
Ah,
off in the
okay,
background. He's the only one that did that. When Tamagami
okay.
2 just stepped to Vegeta, he did stick his trident out and he posed, but it wasn't as cool. Like they made
Yeah, it wasn't
sure
like an
Tamagami
intro
3's
shot.
was yeah, yeah, like, his literally was an intro, so you gotta make sure you keep that in mind. The
Oh yeah.
Tamagami would be on storied figures, they definitely be on legendary existence.
Are we gonna
I
have
can't
the
see.
entire cast on the Seekers of the Dragon Balls?
Yes, have to be. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, the entire
Have to
cast for
be.
sure.
Let me look at Daima Goku right now, see what he's on, him and Vegeta. But yeah, you're right about that one. We got a lot there. We got a lot. I don't know what links they would have. I see you're saying big bad bosses. I hadn't even contemplated links
Well, I
right
don't know
now.
if they
But
will or not,
yeah,
and whether or
at
not they
least
might do a like if they fuse or absorb one another or anything like that goes down, they might treat the two of the ones that we know of now, Ku and Do. They might be like Super Boo, who doesn't have big bad bosses, as opposed to maybe like the next
yeah,
form might be the big bad boss.
yeah, that makes
So
sense. I get that.
that could be interesting for the Boo team though, to have that extra link that's not big bad bosses that might go with some of the other, more than meets the eye might get a bit of a run. Um, I
Oh
don't,
yeah, that's good. That's a good
so
one too.
that team's looking good at the moment as well. Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing. I mean, I just don't have time, but I'd love to do a showcase of that new tech Boo Gohan absorbed that came out. I didn't get him, but I guess you can still use like the int fat Boo as like a 200% lead.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't get them either. Which I mean, I didn't summon too hard, but I did do the three
Neither did I.
rotations. They kind of tried me, so I said I'm not playing with y'all today.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
got
have
a
time
couple
to.
of Fusion 17s or Super 17s or whatever, but I didn't
Wait,
get
what? I
Gotenks.
thought you got Boo. I could have sworn you got
No,
Boo.
no,
Maybe
I
I'm
got
thinking of someone
Gotenks.
else.
I got Gotenks,
Oh, okay.
which
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
very
Okay,
happy
that's
about,
why.
man. He's fantastic. He's going to live for a long
Oh,
time too, I'd imagine.
we say that every New Year. Well, to be fair, I actually think the
He's
what's
just
their
got all the
names?
tools, man.
The yeah, he does. The Super Saiyan trio from last Christmas. I think they lived all the way until like they died off and then they came back because of the physical Super
Yeah,
Saiyan trio.
I think
I thought they were really good. I
a
still
lot of
think right
units
now I
have
use
that.
them in hard content.
Yeah, a lot of
Yeah.
units have
And
that kind of revival from that. It was just the threshold that they were falling below, and that was just the boost they needed to pop themselves above. Especially if they can fit on a double one on each rotation, where the boost is kind of like overlapping.
yeah.
It can really bring a unit back to life.
Yeah, completely agree. So I'm looking at Daima Vegeta right now in
Oh
Dokkan.
yeah.
He's already on Dragon Ball Seekers. I don't know
Oh okay,
what
cool.
categories Super Saiyan Goku is on in Legends, or I should say tags. I'm not sure what tags he's on, But yeah, Vegeta is on Dragon Ball Seekers and all of his normal Vegeta categories. And I think wow, I said this with Raud when he was here. I want to just say it one more time, but just because if I'm gonna be wrong about something as serious as the origin of the Saiyans and the Namekians, I
Yeah,
have to be right about some. I have to keep throwing stuff. All
go
right,
on. Yep.
something's gonna stick.
Something's got to
I
stick.
think the
Yeah.
Tamagami could be set up so that Tamagami 1 is a powerful slot 1 unit. He's extraordinary. He's probably going to be considered the best just because his role is so important. Then you got
Oh,
Tamagami 2,
you
who's
reckon
like
they're
a
going to go
slot
by
2.
name?
What do you mean?
Like slot one for Tamagami one, slot two for
Yeah, exactly. Just
Tamagami
like the
two.
Gammas did back then.
Yeah.
The
Okay. Yeah.
the
Right.
Gammas were slot 1, slot 2 unit. I could see them doing that with all three of them. And then Tamagami 3 is like a demonic power or legendary existence, something just super class. Who knows? Because they're not going to be on extreme class. They give off super class
No.
vibes.
No.
You
Not
know, you put
unless.
them on super class support, whatever.
Yeah. Not unless
Yeah,
one of
unless
them
one
pull
of the
like
two
turn cloaks or something.
heel
But
turns, right? Yeah,
yeah.
like cheats to beat Vegeta. Like,
Well, not even
we'll
that. I
see.
think it will. Jiren isn't even extreme, and he did like his fucking angry little tantrum to the Universe
Yeah,
7 bench. So I think you'd have to see Tamagami, well, any of them, like they would have to go and like work with a Rinsu and all the rest for that to be a thing. I think.
yeah. Well, shoot, we'll have to see. But yeah, Tamagami 3 being a support, I'm cool with that. And I just want to throw that out there in case I'm right. I need something. They've stripped me of everything. And I don't have no hot going theory anymore, man. Now you got this super
Oh,
Sudoku
the
theory that's
oh yeah, the
probably gonna
Sudoku. I
hit.
forgot about
And
that.
now look what they took from me.
What do you
Oh,
reckon? How does it? I mean, I don't even know how to phrase this question. It's more of just a statement. I mean, good does this show look? Like they've been putting in
yes.
maximum effort, start to finish. Like there is no rest for these like these artists because even in some of the quote unquote less important frames and scenes and stuff,
I've
it
always
could
told,
look
yeah, I told
so
Raul
much
that like
worse.
episode 5, bro, episode 6. I'm like, no, it's weird. Like, even when Goku's eating, they're making sure it
Yeah,
looks clean, like it looks
yeah,
detailed.
yeah,
So I
it's
think that's
looking
cool.
very good. Even, like
Yeah.
even when they were fighting that Kraken and stuff, it wasn't the best thing, but there were like some action shots and stuff. And honestly, the way they do the little effect over the scenes that Degasu and Goma are watching, it could really
Yeah.
make like they're picture perfect. Like they've got like that memory sheen over it, and some of that stuff would look so good, like Frank or like as a background in that. I think it was at the start of
Yeah.
the episode where go like the crew, before Vegeta and that rocked up. There was like a freeze frame of that going in there. I was like, that's a cool shot of the crew. You know what I mean? Like it was a genuinely like nice looking image.
I'm fully there with you. I've been saying it for so long and we keep saying it to each other. So I don't want it to be like a rinse and repeat, but damn, it's like it's just absolute facts. Like the show looks amazing. I think the difference between this and Super is clearly they were given the time
Yeah.
before it doesn't give off bum rush. Oh man, we're panicking vibes. Like it feels as though everything is ready right now. So like they
Yes.
could
Oh,
technically
there's
drop
they are
everything
not
left,
working on it
but
anymore. They're sitting
Super,
back.
yeah.
Everyone is sitting
Super, you
back
could
having a
tell.
beer. Like they're enjoying their work.
Yeah, they're
You know what I mean?
enjoying their work facts. And so like with Super, it was like, if Goku was fighting Kefla, you're still doing the Goku versus Jiren fight. Like you could get that vibe
Mm.
from it that they were just all works in progress versus certain episodes with I forget his name. They're gonna hate me for this, but he shades Goku, Blue Goku, and Vegeta really well in the Tournament of Power arc when they were fighting Jiren. When that artist, or I guess that director, when he was doing his work, those episodes had frames that looked really well polished, and it made obviously we want those frames, right? But it made the rest of the saga look really scrubbish, I guess might be the word, just look really rough around the edges.
Yeah.
So here's hoping that they
Well,
continue on this pace. I'm sure they're ready. They're all but finished,
I am,
and
but
they're
I'm
probably just doing
confident
finishing
now.
touches.
That's like 11
Yeah,
episodes so far where we're saying this, and 11 episodes in, and we thought
yeah,
there was going to be 20, and honestly, the pace has just shifted where that sounds like it could even be possible. I was very much in doubt before 10 and 11 at the very least.
yeah.
Um,
I
but yeah,
I I think I'm going back to the
you'd
vibe
like it to
to
be
maybe it
longer.
having like 22, 25. Because I was wondering if they're going Tamagami to Tamagami. It felt like by episode 9 they were moving kind of slow because I think it was episode. It had to be 9. 9 was like a quote unquote filler. Like we were talking around and we were like,
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
it's not really the most explosive episode, which is fine, but just make sure we get everything done as long as nothing feels rushed. And they're handling it in half episode stints for the most part. So I'm fine with that. But yeah, just make sure everything's paced well. I won't really trip out. But now that they're back on pace and we see two Tamagami fighting right now, we don't know how those battles will go, but we have enough to know that they're probably not gonna last another 7 episodes. We could say we'll probably get into the final arc of the saga of the show around like maybe episode 14 or 16. So I don't know. I'm getting back on track for it having less than 30 total. I don't know if you're more convinced it'll have more than 30, but
not
yeah.
anymore. But I don't know. I like that 45 kind of episode range, but this pace,
I would love that, bro. Please just know
the
people.
pace
I
is
would
just
love for it to
shifting.
have that.
That's all.
Yeah.
So it'd have to have more arcs. I think if it went 45, I'd kind of be expecting them to maybe wrap up the Dragon Ball collecting arc like at 15, and then have like,
They go really put hands to Goma,
well,
but Goma
well,
beats
Goma,
them like
or
something
yeah,
like
or
that.
but even if it's the Sudoku arc, you know what I mean? Like it's just about fighting the Boo, like the new the Ku and Do. Uh, like that's the next arc for maybe 15 episodes, and whether, I mean, that sounds like a long time for fighting and whatnot, but who knows? Um, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
And then maybe the third and final
Yeah.
arc is the Goma arc, which is another 15 episodes. I don't know. It could be anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like it. I'm loving the
All right.
pace shift, and I'm loving the fights going on in different places. I think is a cool. It is. I don't think that's super common in Dragon Ball so much. There was a little bit of the Namek arc.
Yeah, I get what you mean. The environment is hella. I mean, so there's two things with each fight that just feels so much different than because the Future Trunks saga did a lot of environmental fighting, right? That's what you were gonna get to is like how they're using the
Well,
environment.
yeah, but no, I meant more like we don't see two fights going on at once, like cutting back and forth.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right.
Same
Yeah,
thing though, but like you say, the environment as well is something that's changed. There's a lot more peripheral kind of aspects, whether that be the weapon or
yeah.
whether that be environment. But yeah,
Over branching, simultaneous, all
yeah,
that.
and
Because
that's
even the
it.
tournament of power, if something super major was going on, everybody would stop fighting for like what must have been
Yeah,
5 or 6 minutes. That's so funny. Yeah,
yeah.
I get that. I like
I,
that's a good point. Yeah, for sure.
I guess
But
I'm maybe disappointed
well,
there's not so much of a crowd again. I liked the
yeah,
crowd versus Tamagami 3. And it looked as though they might get it with Tamagami 1 when those guards rushed in after Ku gave up. I was like, oh,
you
okay.
would think they'd be closer by this
Well,
time,
that's what I
but
was kind of thinking. I was like, oh, that's a cool way to like display intensity of the fight. I was like, Ku kind of just kind
yeah,
of slapped him round a bit, but knew he wasn't cut out for it. And then the guards rock up, go, what's going on? Oh, nothing. And then Do arrives and starts like beating him, and then more guards come. I think that would have been a cool way to sort of like build a fight as it goes. You know what I mean?
yeah, that's good. That's good. And
But
oh, but let me just say this. So, since I'm already in too deep with the Tamagami Dokkan cards, if you've noticed, Tamagami 3, what color does he throw? Like, what color are his key blasts?
Tamagami 3, were they
You remember?
yellow,
They were
yellowish?
red. His
Oh,
were
red.
red, and then
Okay.
I don't quote me. This is where I might just throw the whole theory out, right? But I believe Tamagami 2s are blue, but I know for a fact Tamagami 1s are purple. So yeah, Tamagami 2s are blue. I was looking
Really?
at it, I'm
Okay.
like, this is my favorite one so far.
So
I
we
know for
got
a fact they're
red,
blue.
blue, and purple.
Yeah, so you could I think Tamagami 3 will be STR, 2 will be
Oh,
AGL, and
okay.
then
Yep.
3 or 1 will be int. I could see that for sure. We'll
That's
see. We'll see. If
interesting.
I'm wrong,
Do you?
listen, I'm just
Can I
trying,
go
people.
crackpot for a sec? Crackpot theory for a sec.
Go ahead.
I need
It's
to
what we're
ask you.
here for.
Do you know? Do you know much about the Green Lantern law?
Yeah, I do.
Um,
Well, much. Let's just say I'm a 6.
enough.
Let's say I'm a 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
The reason I bring them up
I'm a
is,
Batman guy.
yeah, fair enough. So you know the DC enough to sort of know
Yes.
bits and pieces. So the reason I bring them up is because I just thought about it. Since they're the colors, would you say one is red? Tamagami 1 is red. Number 2 is blue. Oh, it doesn't quite work the way. And I think the theory's dead. But I was going to think whether or not that either A, make Tamagamis for the Earth Dragon Balls, being that there are 7 and they could have like all the colors of the emotional spectrum, like a rainbow. They could all have different key colors, or whether
Oh.
or not they found another 4 demon Dragon Balls or something,
Wait, so let's
and
step
they
back.
have the
You're
different
saying it's
colors
based on
based on the colors of their key. Like, so if Tamagami one's got red,
yeah.
Tamagami
Well,
two's got
Tamagami, he got
oh
purple
sorry,
and
got
then
purple, blue, red. There's the
yeah.
4 other colors of the rainbow. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
yeah, so
So
whether or not they
you
do
think
that
there's
for the Earth
Tamagami we
Dragon
just don't
Balls,
know about?
or maybe there's Tamagamis we don't know about. I was thinking maybe like Never might teach Dende how to do Tamagamis to the Earth Dragon Balls also as well.
Now, while I would be keen on that, that would kind of throw out a lot of the way because Super used the
Yeah, I don't
Dragon Balls a
care.
lot.
I don't
So
care. As far as I'm concerned,
we-
like I don't need this to be a prequel to Super in any way. I don't at all. So
okay.
I'm more than, because I think that just if you have those chains on what you want it to do, and you just, it's unnecessary. They've already done a couple things that have changed since, in the
Yeah.
Super canon. So who cares? Throw it out the window. Super's no worse or better for it. Super is still its own thing. Just let Daima be its own thing. It's fine.
Now,
Just
while I like that you feel that way, I am one who I like
you like,
staying
okay,
like Toriyama's
bro.
vision
You're a Batman
15 years
fan.
ago.
How
I
many
like
times
keeping
has
it.
Batman been
Whoa, whoa,
different?
whoa, whoa, whoa. That's fair enough. That's fair
It's
enough. But
like, that's
yeah,
exactly
I
how
like
I think about it.
Toriyama's
Oh, okay.
vision
Yeah, okay.
saying,
Fair enough.
whatever I'm not
Well,
trying
that's
to
the
like
same writer. I
go
understand
down
the
a
same writer.
certain road.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not trying to go down like certain road, but let's just say Toriyama's vision for what he did 25 years ago, even though he might have changed his mind on some things, I still feel like 25, 35 years ago, his peak I guess artistic creativity. I don't want him to devalue that by unraveling it. Now, I know you're saying it wouldn't
It
make it
devalues it to
anything
you,
better or
does it?
worse. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm
Okay.
keen. I like the
Well, I guess
idea
that's where I'm
of
different. The value of
everything staying
anything.
intact.
Yeah, okay. See, no value changes, and I also think that he was a bit of a scallywag, and I think that he would giggle at the fact that he just forgot to do something, or
Rewriting.
just, yeah, or he
Yeah,
just,
it's so
and
Toriyama
the fact
coded,
that people
bro.
might get mad about it might actually just make him chuckle. So I'm kind of just like, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
If he wants to keep it all within the same kind of continuity, he can. It's his, and I totally understand that. I wouldn't want it one way or the other, but I'm, for the sake of just the shows being the best versions
I
of
mean, yeah, you're
themselves.
good for explosive story writing. I'm more linear. I need it to all be locked in and
Well,
well tight woven. I like that though. That's good
I
for
think I've
both of
said it
us.
before though. Like, if they do a Dragon Ball Super 2, I don't want them to just kind of start retconning Dragon Ball Super. You know what I mean? That to me
Yeah.
tells, naming it that way says to me that they're gonna continue things. Whereas this just seems they've already gone backwards. You know what I mean? So I think forwards is completely random at this point.
Yeah. I like that. Well, shoot,
Yeah.
I don't think I have anything left. I mean, I got
Sweet.
all my Tamagami guesses out that I could think of off the top of my head.
Yeah, I think I'm good too. I think I've
Shoot,
spoken about
you?
most things. Yeah. Um.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Cool.
No,
All
I
right.
think that's
So
about it.
everybody, if y'all got anything left,
Cool.
man, if y'all got any ideas related to Dokkan, related to the idea of Tamagamis being on Earth, that sounds fire. It sounds fire. If you have anything
That'd be
like that, or
fun.
you have anything about the future of Daima and how these fights will
Oh.
go, we are at episode 11. At the end of
Oh.
episode 11, at the
First
point
one
of
to
this
take out
recording,
the
it seems like Greg's got one more.
first person to take out the Tamagamis of the Earth Dragon Balls in a new series would be Oob.
Mm,
Kick off a brand new
look
series
at
after Diamond
y'all.
is
See
done.
him. Y'all
Kick off a
see,
brand
this
new
is what
series.
happens when I let him get started. Y'all see,
Yeah,
y'all see.
kick off
Let
a
him go.
brand new
Let him
series,
cook.
and we got Oob at the age he was in GT, but it's different series. And Dende is just being taught how to make the Tamagamis of the Earth Dragon
Yeah,
Balls.
let's just say he doesn't master it for a couple of
No,
years. You
no,
could
he
do
get
that to get around.
Daima ends with like him being taught, that kind of thing,
Yes.
and then I don't know, Daima 2, for lack of a better title, working title. We'll work on it.
Imagine
I don't know
Neva
what we
is
call
in
it.
is in the lookout all these
Yeah.
years.
Oh,
That's
dude,
how
that'd
they're
be
gonna
sick.
write it.
That'd be sick. But yeah, no, Dende work. And by the time that starts, the Tamagamis are up. Oob's there. They found him, and then they send him on like the the quest instead of Goku like full
Yeah.
training him like they kind of just do in
His journey
GT.
to the east, like
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Give him the power pole, and he goes and beats the Tamagamis with Goku watching the whole time. Well,
I think that's fire.
Goku could have scored him. He could just chill with him, like Master Roshi. Like Goku doesn't need to fight at all. I reckon that'd be
Yeah,
sick.
yeah, he gauges Oob's progress and his
Yeah,
ability to
yeah, and
fight.
spars with
Yeah.
him. Like so, you see a bit of Goku action. You
Overcome
know,
adversity.
they spar in between Tamagamis. You know what I mean? Like they're learning and they meet colorful characters and go to like the little villages that we saw in Dragon Ball with like the Native American looking people.
Yeah.
You know, go see all the
Yeah.
different. That'd be fun. Or
There
even
we
Goku
are.
Turtle. You know, Goku gets Roshi to train him as well between Tamagamis.
There it
I reckon
is.
that'd be sick,
Uh
man.
he has so many ideas, people, and this is what we're here for. I'm always listening. So I hope you guys are always enjoying. It is the Young King Hitman, it is Mr. Greg Daw, and I suppose I'm off this, but we might have to
Yeah,
circle
sick.
back to that idea in a little bit. But yeah, we are off this.